I'm back. I got tagged by SkinSlip to talk about my life in films. It's like 14 questions. Um, so I thought, well, I'll do that tag and then tag a couple of people at the end of this video that are hopefully watching. First question up was, what was the first film you saw as a kid? Um, the ones that resonate with me that I remember would be the old Lon Chaney mummy movies and Dracula 1931. Um, Nosferatu 1922. Those come immediately to mind. Not sure which one came first, but one of those was one of the first I saw. As far as a teenage, second question is, what teenage crush did you have? I had a huge crush on Veronica Carlson. I mean, I grew up with the Hammer films, and I just loved Veronica Carlson. She's just a blonde beauty. I first saw her in Dracula's Risen from the Grave, and yeah, I was done for at that point. The other one, I guess the honorable mention, I would say, is Ingrid Pitt, the buxom, voluptuous Polish woman from the Vampire Lovers. Had it in for her too. What films did you want to hate but ended up liking? Uh, I think my answer to this would be fried green tomatoes. Someone, I think it was my mom, somebody dragged me to that shit. And, I obviously went into it not wanting to be there. Not sure I hated it, but I just didn't want to see it. And I ended up kind of liking it, which was scary. Um, the other one that's honorable mention that's a current film is my girlfriend wanted to see that Chips movie 2000 that just came out, and I went into that just because she wanted to go, and I actually liked that for some strange reason. So that one kind of grew on me as the film progressed as well. So I would say fried green tomatoes. That's kind of embarrassing. Fried green tomatoes or chips. Um, a first date film. Ironically enough, I didn't use movies as a dating tool. My strategy to get in a girl's pants was really to take them out to dinner and then hopefully move on from there. To me, movies are a very personal, individualistic thing. I don't go to movies to share with a group. I go for myself as an individual. So, sitting there with someone next to me really doesn't never had an interest in that. I'd much rather converse with someone across from a table or something like that if I wanted to get to know them. So I really didn't use movies as a dating tool. Um, Home comforts. What films do you remember seeing with your family? Uh, well, this goes back to the old Universals. When I was a kid, on Saturday night, we had Schiller Theater, which I think was showing out of West Virginia or somewhere like that. And the whole family, we'd cut it on. My family, my extended family, grandmother, grandfather, we'd have Schiller Theater on. It'd come on around midnight, and I would stay up. And the first thing I remember seeing was those old Lon Chaney mummy movies. That stuck with me forever. Uh, First heartbreak film. This is probably another one that's kind of embarrassing, but Splash. For some reason, I don't know why, but at the end of Splash, when Tom Hanks is kind of making that judgment call, do I jump in and follow Daryl Hannah and give up everything I've got here to live with her under the water? I don't know why that got to me, but so yeah, Splash kind of got to me at the end of Splash for some reason. Uh, let's see what else. My first film I recall without family was Nosferatu, 1922. Back when I was a kid, Super 8 millimeter, 16 millimeter films were how you collect how you that was how you collected films if you collected films. And Black Hawk Films out of Iowa had uh, a lot of the old stuff, and You know, as a kid, I didn't have much money, but I managed to scrape together money for my parents to get Nosferatu. And when that thing came in the mail, I was at home by myself. I put it on the Super 8 projector and had a blast with it. It's that resonates with me as Nosferatu 1922. What's some films that you like to watch for good times? Any Hammer, you know, Horror of Dracula, Curse of Frankenstein, any of the Dracula films uh, from that series, any of the Frankenstein films from the Hammer series, or you know, I just watch those endlessly. What are your favorite non-English films? I think three come to mind. M with Peter Lorre, um, Berlin Alexanderplatz by Rainer Fassbender, which I think is the most monumental film, foreign film that I've ever seen. And then I would have to say the Russian version of War and Peace. And maybe Ivan the Terrible, the Russian film, Ivan the Terrible, maybe. Those come to mind. TV shows, this was an easy one. As far as the TV shows that really got me hooked, I would say, without a shadow of a doubt, that would be The Night Stalker with Darren McGavin. Man, when that came on in I saw it when it came on in the 70s originally. I was hooked big time on horror movies. Uh, what movie do I enjoy, or movies do I enjoy on sick days? Again, I would say any Universal horror film, any Bela Lugosi film, and Hammer. You know, those just, I know the dialogue back and forth. I know every mannerism. I mean, I know every nuance of those films, and those are just like, I can put those on when I could be loaded up on morphine, you know, and still be able to watch those films and enjoy them. So, what future film do you look forward to seeing? And that would be Alien Covenant. I can't wait to see that in May. Um, and I'd kind of like to see what they're going to do with It. That looks interesting, the new It remake. I thought the original It really kind of shit the bed. The part two of It just, I don't know, just kind of shit the bed for me. I don't think much of it. What movie would you like to see remade? And that's an easy one for me as well. The Devil Rides Out, the Hammer film from the 60s. Uh, and I think this is one of Christopher Lee's, personally, one of his favorite films. It is one of those films that it's a great movie, but it could really use today's technology, I think, to better effect. You know, particularly when the scene with the horse where Death is coming and he's on the horse, the spider, all the special effects and things could really benefit from today's technology, I would think. So yeah, Devil Rides Out would be a good one to see remade. And I'd like to see the new Hammer remake it. That'd be great. Um, Three films I will always enjoy: Horror of Dracula, Curse of Frankenstein, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Those three, I think, definitely resonate with me. I can watch them any old time, and I always get something out of them different from a previous viewing. All right, so I think that was all the questions. I think I want to tag, if they're still watching this and they're willing to do it. If you don't have time to do it, that's cool. I think I want to tag Todd E. Walnuts, Andrew Bellina, and my buddy Seth Celluloid Terror. So guys, if you check out this video and have a moment that you want to do the My Life in Film tags, that'd be great. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I will put a link to SkinSlip's channel here at the end of this, in the box, in the comment box. Thanks for watching.